If you have trouble maintaining focus during class, would it help to doodle or use a fidget spinner? I'm Dan Willingham. I'm a professor who studies human learning. Now, the research literature on this is a little bit squishy, and candidly, I think that's in part because not all of the studies were conducted in the optimal way. But the overall trend of the literature is pretty clear. Doodling and fidget spinners don't help performance, and much more often they detract from performance. This really isn't that surprising. There's been research on this general idea for over a century. What happens if you're doing one thing and you add a second task? And what that 100 years of research shows is adding a second task always detracts. The one thing situation I could imagine, and that these studies wouldn't pick up, is if you're a person who has, for example, extreme anxiety, and doing something like doodling has a calming effect for you, then I can imagine overall, anxiety is your secondary task, and that's sort of absorbing all of your attention. And then doodling actually is a net win for you. My suspicion is that's probably pretty rare, and if that's you probably know it. So if your primary problem is just sometimes it's hard to maintain attention in class, doodling or fidget spinners is probably not going to help.